and inspire the young people to come up with the new bowling leagues. It's not going to be bowling leagues. It's going to be something else, but almost surely will involve something of high tech, but it will involve real personal relations with other
Before you
people.
move on, a perfect example of that for me was Pokemon Go. So I'm assuming neither of you played it, but I was a huge Pokemon Go fan. Huge. I think this was the best execution of a video game in the modern age because it was a video game that everyone played. It was on your phones, right? And the goal was to catch Pokemon. You don't need to know what any of this is. Just think of a game where you're trying to catch little creatures.
Okay.
But what they did that was amazing was you had to catch the creatures in the real world. So they used your camera on your phone, and you would literally have to run out into the streets to catch these digital creatures. And so at first it was just like, oh, this is silly and this is fun. But I'll never forget the joy I experienced when one night I was in New York and I was running with a group of people in Central Park. Strangers at 11:30 p.m. because someone had tweeted and told us that there was a Snorlax, which is one of the creatures. There was a Snorlax in Central Park. And Bob and Cristiano, when I tell you, there were, if I was just to estimate, there were like maybe 500 people from like little kids who had dragged their parents out of the house all the way through to like adults who were playing the game running. And I remember at one point, one of the kids turned, looked at me, well, because we're all running, because there's a time limit. You don't know how long the creature will be there for. So we're all running through Central Park together. And one of the kids turns, looks at me. This kid's like maybe like 14, 15. And he looks at me and he's like, Trevor Noah. He's like, you playing Pokemon Go? And he's like, now I know I'm in the right place. And we run together. But what I loved about it was, to what you're saying, it was the perfect culmination. It wasn't the either or.
Yeah.
We were all playing a digital
alloy.
game. It was the alloy. You could play the game at home, and we were playing it at home, but you could not help but bump into other people who were playing the game as well in the real world. And it was such a beautiful, because once the Snorlax was gone, all everyone could do now was talk. Where are you from? Hey, where do you live?
Yeah.
Where did you what's the best one you've caught? What have you... And this was like... The game won awards, by the way, even for getting people fit and running and moving. But I love that. So that when you say the going young and figuring out the hybrid, I think there are ways to do it. Because some people be like, oh, I don't know if you can. I think we actually have seen one of the ways, and I know because I played it.